The 12 Dancing Princesses. In a faraway kingdom, there once lived a wise and just king, beloved by his people. He ruled over a prosperous land, where everyone lived in peace and harmony. But the king had a problem that troubled him deeply. His 12 beloved daughters, each more beautiful than the last, were hiding a mysterious secret. The king's daughters, known throughout the land for their grace and beauty, shared a peculiar habit. Every morning, when their chambermaid came to collect their shoes, she found them worn out and tattered, as if they had been dancing all night long. The king, baffled by this mystery, questioned his daughters, but they were tight-lipped, offering no explanation. Worried and desperate to uncover the truth, the king issued a decree. Whoever could discover where his daughters went each night would be granted their hand in marriage and inherit half the kingdom. However, anyone who tried and failed would be sentenced to death. Many princes and noblemen came forward, each eager to solve the mystery, but none succeeded, and many met their doom. One day, a brave soldier, recently discharged from the king's army, arrived at the palace. He was a young man of humble origins, known for his bravery, cleverness, and kind heart. Upon hearing of the king's challenge, the soldier decided to try his luck. He approached the king and offered his services, confident that he could uncover the princess's secret. The king, though weary of failed attempts, saw something different in the soldier's eyes, a determination that set him apart from the others. He agreed to give the soldier a chance, providing him next to the princess's chamber and warning him to be vigilant. As the soldier made his way to the castle, he encountered an old woman on the road. She was wise and kind, and seeing the soldier's noble intentions, she decided to help him. She gave him a magical cloak that could make him invisible, warning him to use it wisely. Grateful for the gift, the soldier thanked the old woman and continued on his journey. That night, the soldier settled into his room, keeping a close watch on the door to the princess's chamber. As midnight approached, he put on the magical cloak, rendering himself invisible. He quietly opened the door to their room and peeked inside. To his amazement, the princesses were preparing for a grand ball. They dressed in the most exquisite gowns and adorned themselves with jewels. Once they were ready, the eldest princess, Eleanor, clapped her hands and, suddenly, the bed in the center of the room moved aside, revealing a secret passageway. The soldier, still invisible, followed the princesses down the passage. They descended a spiral staircase that seemed to go on forever until they reached a magnificent underground world. It was a place of wonder, with silver trees, sparkling lakes, and a grand palace made entirely of crystal. The soldier could hardly believe his eyes. As they approached the crystal palace, a group of handsome princes emerged to greet them. Each princess paired with a prince, and together, they entered the palace. The grand ball was about to begin. The soldier watched in awe as the princesses danced the night away, their feet moving gracefully across the marble floors. The soldier observed everything carefully, noting how the princesses' shoes gradually wore out as they danced. He realized that this was the reason for the mysterious condition of their shoes each morning. The princesses danced until dawn, and when the first light of day began to shine, they returned through the secret passageway to their room, where they collapsed into bed, exhausted. The soldier, still invisible, followed them back and quietly returned to his room. He knew that he had uncovered the secret, but he also knew that he needed proof to present to the king. The next night, the soldier followed the princesses again, this time taking one of the princesses' worn-out shoes with him as evidence. On the third day, the soldier presented himself before the king. He revealed the secret of the 12 princesses and showed the worn-out shoe as proof. The king, both astonished and relieved, praised the soldier for his cleverness and bravery. True to his word, the king offered the soldier his choice of the princess's hands in marriage. The soldier, having fallen in love with the eldest princess, Eleanor, chose her, and she, impressed by his courage and kindness, agreed to marry him. The king's daughters, freed from their secret, were grateful to the soldier for breaking the spell that had bound them to the underground world. The mysterious princes were never seen again, and the magical passageway disappeared. The kingdom rejoiced as the soldier and Princess Eleanor were married in a grand ceremony. They lived happily ever after, and the story of the 12 dancing princesses became a legend told for generations.